It was the outcome that the French government had dreaded. A majority of MPs from across the political divide in the French parliament came together and agreed to block a debate on the French government's immigration bill. Right-wing MPs said the bill was too lax. Left-wing politicians criticised it as inhuman.
For us Greens, it's a huge victory, as it was our proposal that the bill not be debated. For a year and a half, all we've heard is that immigration is a problem. This bill was disgusting.
By rejecting this debate, we've once again protected French people from more measures that would attract illegal migrants.
It was an embarrassing defeat for the French Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin, who had earlier presented the bill at the National Assembly at the start of what was expected to be weeks of intense discussion on the proposed law.
Compromises must be made in the national interest to protect French citizens and our borders, to integrate foreigners and fight illegal immigration.
Because French President Emmanuel Macron's party does not have a parliamentary majority, it needed the support of enough opposition MPs to debate and eventually approve its bill. The decision to block the debate isn't the end of the immigration bill, but it does mean that it won't be passed in its current form. The government can now decide whether or not to send it back to the Senate for discussion or set up a cross-parliamentary committee to re-examine it. Either way, it'll be a very long process. The bill was a mix of measures. On one hand, it proposed speeding up deportations and cracking down on what the government calls foreign delinquents. On the other, it allowed some undocumented workers to be legalised in industries where there are staff shortages. This restaurant owner says immigrant workers are essential for the country's economic growth, and without them, some businesses wouldn't survive.
We have always needed immigration. Our problem is these jobs don't attract young French people. They don't want to do them, so we need immigrant workers.
Right-wing politicians said such measures would encourage illegal migration, while left-wing MPs called the bill an erosion of rights.
Whether you are French or an immigrant, from the moment you're working, you should have the same rights.
The government's defeat in Parliament will be seen by many as a sign that President Macron is unable to build the sort of cross-party consensus he's long called for, or deliver on one of the issues that remains a primary concern for French voters. Natacha Butler, Al Jazeera, Paris.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.